Nanako-chan, hang in there. What are we gonna do?
She's so small. And she was stuck in there for so long. And then there was that weird fog. Damn it!
The police and paramedics will be here shortly.
Well, we've gone away for it too, if it weren't for you meddling kids and your mascot. This is exactly like Scooby-Doo, except on a larger scale, or higher stakes, I should say.
So her other self didn't appear like everyone else. And she got caught in all that crazy. I hope she'll be okay.
I mean, are the doctors going to be able to help her?
I'm worried about Nana-chan.
But there's nothing more we can do for her.
A delivery man named Namatame. The possibility of Nanako-chan being targeted, if only I'd been more thorough in putting the facts together, then Nanako-chan wouldn't have had to go through this.
That goes for me too. If I hadn't stood there like a lump in front of that bastard, Nanako-chan might have been okay.
What do you mean, like a lump?
I hate myself.
I don't even know what he did.
Why do I always panic when it matters most? I couldn't do anything either. I should have noticed sooner that something was wrong with that guy.
You've only seen him like once, right?
Why did I waste time listening to what Namatame had to say? If I hadn't tried to engage him in conversation, and we'd rescued Nanako-chan immediately, this wouldn't have happened.
There's no guarantee about that. It's no one's fault.
But
We got him out, and it's fine.
All right. Enough of this pity party.
Look at Kanji stepping up.
Is standing around and whining really what we ought to be doing now? Feeling pathetic, consoling each other? That gonna solve anything? We gotta believe in her. So stop rehashing what's already done. Get it together, Naoto!
sorry. You're absolutely right.
This is all that bastard Namatame's fault. And he's behind bars now, right? And it ain't like we were too late for Nanako-chan.
Except if he has access to a television, then, you know, he might be
Yeah.
able to get out.
That's true.
I'll come see Nana-chan every day so she'll get better fast.
That's all we can do right now. Gee, Kanji, you sounded cool for a second there.
Huh?
Adachi-san, did they find out anything?
Dojima-san's speaking with the doctor now, but they can't say anything definite until they run some tests on her.
Wait, Dojima-san's already out of his hospital bed.
Not just
Only been like 2
Nanako-chan, but the
days.
perp too. Who knows when we'll be able to hear his story. Well, it's getting late, so hurry home. The last thing we need is for you guys to collapse too.
He's right. We should call it a night. Nanako-chan's gonna be fine. Acting all gloomy won't help anything.
When Nanako-chan's out of the hospital, what should we do to celebrate?
Dude, isn't it a little early for that?
Why don't we reserve June S and have a party there?
Wow, reserve the entire store.
Party at Junes? That makes no sense.
Because it is a convenience store. Wishful thinking, though.
Nana-chan, she'll get better, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because of plot armor.
Let's all have fun with Nana-chan when she comes back. Thanks. I almost forgot how to keep a happy face. But with that out of the way, I'm feeling all hungry. Hey! Where did everyone go? Don't leave without me!
Well, Yosuke needs to leave with you because you live at his home. Everyone else can leave by themselves. That should be fine. Maybe we can finally hang out with Naoto. Ah, Naoto, there you are.
Good day.
We'll decide later.
Oh.
We'll decide later because we still need a fortune persona, since we did merge all of our persona together. And that's why the South Pole is colder than the North Pole. Speaking of cold, it got really cold quickly this year. Remember to wear extra layers so you don't get sick. But ladies, it's no good to wear warm-ups under your skirts. Why? Because no one can see your legs. Okay, that is perverted. You can stop, sir. That was a joke. Just my way of reminding you all to wear your school uniforms. Got it? Alright, back on topic. I'll ask a question about the South Pole. Okay. Which country do you think the South Pole belongs to? No country. Why would it belong to a country? How'd you know? I'm impressed. You're right. The South Pole doesn't belong to anyone. The Antarctic Treaty System of 1961 rules that all land below 60 degrees south latitude belongs to no nation. Similarly, the North Pole is not owned by any country either. In fact, there's no land at the North Pole. It's just ice floating in the ocean. Now, please get out your textbooks. I think it would have been really funny if the game told me that the South Pole was owned by someone. Time to hang out with Naoto. More. Okay. These cards came from the store. I talked with the owner, her description matched the one you gave. As Phantom Thief purchased these cards mere days before handing one to you. If that's the case, it's hard to imagine that an elaborate process was performed on a card, although I do detect a faint, lingering scent of citrus. A very weak cologne, perhaps. I'm still thinking it's her grandfather. What should we do? Soak it? Well, it's possible to treat it in such a way to make letters appear in water, but... that scent... But could it be... Your house is close, let's go test it out now. Okay, we went to our home. Your house. As you toast the card with fire from the stove, burnt letters appear. Well, there was invisible ink. The citrus juices stained the paper burned first, making it legible.
Damn.
A grown man employing such a childish tricks. The sentence here. Eating letters with a red face. This is... a goat? A riddle? A mailbox? Is it not a mailbox?
I see.
You're good with riddles, I see. A mailbox. There was one in the shopping district. Let's go. The only mailbox we've seen in the entire city, I think. Seems there's something hidden behind the mailbox. Grandpa had this. Why did he keep it? What was it? I made this when I was a child. It's a detective badge. It's no real function, though. A petty challenge and the prize was stolen detective badge. I have an idea who the Phantom Thief might be, but none as to his motive. And yet, without you, I'd never have cracked it. Rather, I wouldn't have bothered.
You have.
You're welcome. Rank 5. Cool. I think, let's play this out. And, if possible, let's do it.
Yes. I'll see you again.
Well, get him. Your grandfather is definitely playing a game with you. Oh yeah, Nanako's like dead for now. Naoto, hi.
Good.
Yes, sure. Let's.
Thank you.
Naoto brought a new challenge from the Phantom Thief. This was in my mailbox this morning. Which means he had other reasons for having you deliver the first card. Because I look reliable. Because we look close.
Huh?
What are you saying? That can't be it. Don't blurt out such ridiculous nonsense. So then, what do you think of this contents? Oh, the contents of this card. When the banks close, the fruit tree grows. By the large 7 at the third of... By the large 7 at the third is the spot I chose. Are these trees? The first thing that comes to mind with fruit trees is the original card. But the second sentence, by the 7 at the third. When the banks close, the fruit tree grows. By the large 7 at the third is the spot I chose. That doesn't seem right. The phrasing is suspicious. The numbers are important. When the banks close, okay, I'm repeating the same lines. Banks and trees. In other words, by the large tree at the banks is the spot I chose. Wait, let's scratch the biggest... Oh, let's search for the biggest tree at the river's banks. Okay, so I knew. I knew the answer, but I just couldn't select an answer. I knew it! This watch brings back memories. Very advanced, you know? It's one of the 7 tools of a detective. It has an extremely strong backlight. You can use it to blind the enemy. I modified it when I was a child. I've loved this sort of thing ever since childhood. I prefer robots and cars to dolls and teddy bears. I like high places, so I had a secret base in the trees. Yes, I'm almost certain this is your grandfather. It would have been much easier for me. I could have done what I wanted to with... Gusto? Your gender doesn't matter. Now that I have people who say that to me, what right have I to complain? Okay. How nice. Really, it's quite difficult to keep my composure when you're around. I feel like I'm being lectured, like I'm still a child. You are a child, but so am I. We're still in high school. Why don't you tell me about yourself? What are you like as a child? I wish I could have seen it.
I'll see you again.
Gotta increase our understanding. Let's see, anything good on the shopping channel? Like, I don't know, a piece of armor? And some tuna. No, okay. Worthless.
Good day.
Yes, Naoto, we will hang out with you, sure.
Thank.
Hey, to tell you the truth, I haven't been in contact with Grandpa lately. I wanted to confirm the items I assumed the fan team stole, but our secretary passed along a message saying he went to visit an alien friend in America. Allying? Since then, I haven't been able to reach either Grandpa or the secretary. Well, there's no point in worrying about them now. I'm sure they're fine. On to business, I received a new challenge in the mail today. Jury to not rest, or route for fable, -40, -4. This is -40, -4. On its own, it means nothing. Perhaps the minus part is important. There was nothing about... Maybe it's a math problem? Subtract 40 and 4? Check the other cards again. Well, we've gotten 4 cards total. Subtracting 4 would still be 0. I'm no good with riddles. Maybe it's a math problem. Let's check the other cards again.
Yes.
-40, subtract 40. Jury not to rest or route for fable. From there you subtract 40 and 4. The actual comma in the phrase, it corresponds to the 2 numbers. Subtract the letters in 40 from the first part. And the ones in 4 from the second. What remains is Junet's table.
Let's go.
We're not smart enough for this. I'm not smart enough to do this. This is another of the 7 detectives tools I made. You can use it as a normal pen, but it also has a pen light and a miniature telescope. I thought I had lost this. I didn't think Grandpa still had it. Neither my grandpa nor myself can stand to throw things away. This pen was still mine. I was a child dreaming of becoming a detective. But being a man or woman, I never thought about it. The lack of peers to compare myself to might have contributed to that. I had no friends, I was quite the outsider then too. But... why is that? Compared to the time I spent utterly alone, I worried more now than I'm with you and the others. I feel that I'm undergoing a change. I know I can't become anyone but myself, but I the need to change and the desire to remain the same. Okay. Rank 7. Great, now you can live with 1 HP. Fantastic. Sometimes when we're learning about history, we forget that history is still alive and with us today. Something is a plant in the desert. Nambai? The boss fight? Not particularly. It had a bunch of, like, gimmicks, like taking my allies, and then, the Discord link is expired. Okay. I'll get a new one. Don't worry about that. I'll make a new one. Next stream that I do. Also, glad that you could make it too. Some individual species... Oh, some individual specimens may be more than 2,000 years old. What are we talking about here? Plants? Okay. It must be very hardy. There we go. Being able to survive cruel desert conditions for 20 centuries. And it's truly surprising that its 2 main leaves continue to grow for the entire time. I'm very curious about their overflowing will to live. Yes, I'm listening. Nambai. Or whatever this one is. Whatever this desert is. Nambi? No. Namb? Not. I don't know. Skip all the dialogue. I mean, the next game I'm planning on playing is one of the Assassin's Creed games. Probably Origins, and then, or Sekiro.
Senpai, I thought about it. Why my mind just went blank when I heard about Konami. I mean, I ran away from showbiz because I was tired of being an idol, so I shouldn't have had any problems. And yet, I felt so angry about it. Yeah. But really, that's how it was. Rizette's name in lights, idolized by the masses. That was me, too. I didn't want to lose that me. There's no way to become someone else. I ran away from my plain, gloomy self. Right now, I'm the homicide detective self, I guess. I would have run away from that as well if I didn't realize. I've been trying to become how I wanted to be. I pick a role, when in fact those roles are all me. I'm gonna hang in there, as the complete
I don't like
me.
Yusei as a character. She is useful in combat. She's not a very good character, I don't think. If an ally would fall to an attack that hits the entire party, Reset will block it once. Well, that's convenient.
I'm glad I came. After all, it's... I have to go. I wish time would...
Senpai.
Yeah, sure. I can. I can hang out with you, Naoto. Where are we going? I have learned that in recent days, a suspicious man has been spotted around the shopping district. He is no local, and his appearance doesn't mark him as a tourist or a shopper. I talked to the owner of the store, and she said that she saw the man only a few hours ago. She confirmed it was the same man who brought the card. If that's true, then he's likely looking for his next hiding place for one of the stolen items. We may be able to catch him in the act. You seem happy?
Huh?
Is that what you think?
Well,
Well, I'm not unhappy. It's just I have a complicated feelings on the matter. If my deductions are correct, there are 2 things remaining that the Phantom Thief has stolen. And if so, I'm quite certain that he's going to hide that one. He's going to hide that one. Perhaps he is... Anyway, where in this area could he hide something unnoticed? Tatsumi Shrine. He got a knife! He pulled a knife on us!
Senpai!
That knife is a toy! The man dropped the knife and ran away. This knife, I knew it. It's another of the 7 tools I made. This is a knife-shaped radio. I considered you a friend as well, so please don't do these rash things any longer.
I apologize.
I'm sorry for involving you in this. We almost reached the end. Just a little more and it will be over. For some reason, the thought is not a... Words. For some reason, the thought is not a cheering one. I've never had a case like this before. I'm going home now. I have research to do. You needn't worry about the Phantom Thief case any longer. I'll explain later once everything calms down. It's her grandfather. I'm almost certain. I've said this
I'll see
every
you
single
again.
time. I'm hung out with Naruto. Definitely her grandfather.
Senpai!
Yes, yes, let's hang out. Let's go. The game's almost over. Woo!
I am Yakushiji, secretary of the Shirogane estate. I humbly apologize for the other day.
Ah, yes, her grandfather put him up to it.
I must also apologize, though I may not have known. I involved you in this. It was an act put on by my grandpa.
I knew it.
My master has been terribly saddened by Naoto-sama's state of affairs. Lacking acquaintances to confide in, she devotes every fiber of her being to work. My master wanted Naoto-sama to regain the joy she felt in days past, to regain the feelings when all that she wanted was to be a detective, regardless of her heritage or gender. I involved you at my own discretion, believing you to be trustworthy. Please forgive me.
Ooh, a 90-degree bow.
I received this from Yakushiji-san. It's the final challenge.
Okay, I did what you can't stand to at a place you'd be fond of. But underneath rather than inside.
A place I'd be fond of.
Some are bright, some are quiet. You don't like heights, do you? Do you like heights? I think they said they like heights.
You remembered. The highest place around here is... the hill. Next, what I can't stand to do. There are several possibilities, but...
Throwing things away, you said that too.
That's right! Did I mention that before? Considering what's at the hill, the most likely answer is the trash can. I have an inkling of what might be there. Let's go. It's the last of the 7 tools. The detective's pocketbook.
Ooh, a pocketbook.
All the things I had forgotten about are packed in here. I think Grandpa wanted to remind me of them. This childish game. He's selfish indeed. Forcing me to recall all this now. I was trying so hard not to be underestimated, not to be condescended to. If I solved this town's murder case, then everyone would accept me. They would acknowledge me as the 5th in the Shirogane lineage of detectives.
But you're already a detective.
That's what I told myself. I just wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be needed. That's why I fretted and stood on my tiptoes and focused only on solving the case. But the original reason I wanted to become a detective?
It's because it was fun, right?
It was because mysteries
Yeah,
intrigued me.
because it was fun.
And I could help people by solving them. That's all. Do you recall the time I faced myself in the TV world? It was my task to accept the self who yelled, "I want a reason for me to stay." But my reason to stay was not solely to solve the crime. You, everyone, gave me a reason. You gave me a place to stay. I have to be an adult. I have to be a man. With that way of thinking, I was running from myself. I don't need to look for something to change or something to accomplish. I only need to have faith in myself. I finally think I can accept myself. That I'm a woman. That I haven't yet become the detective I wanted to be. I am a woman. And a detective.
Yes, you are a female detective.
One who is seeking the truth with you and the others.
Woo, rank 9.
I'm really glad I came to this town.
Well, I'm glad that you can now save my life if I'm in
It's
danger.
where you and I live. And all the others, too.
Sai, I want you all to know, I'm not motivated to do anything right now. Soon as you discover something wrong, the sorrow's just gonna stick with you, really. Don't rush into marriage. Not that young people like you would understand until after you've made the mistake. I just want a beer. Ah, yes, speaking of marriage and beer, alcohol has to do with the roots of the world bridal. Do you know how? Hey, wait. What was the question? Is this even in the textbook? I don't know. Bride ale? It seems this came about because in England, ale was drunk during festivals and merry gatherings. You can't go through a marriage without a drink or two anyways. What does this have to do with math? That's a great question. What does this have to do with math? Oh, another sun, but can you see? Yes, sure. Let's get you rank 10.
It feels like such a long time ago that we were here chasing after the Phantom Thief. It was an unforgettable case, full of rewards. I enjoyed it. What about you?
It was a cinch, it was exciting.
Yes, I thought so too. It was even more invigorating to solve it with you. So, I wanted to give you...
Yay, an item.
Please
The
accept
game
it.
is not over yet, no. We still probably have like 1 or 2 more dungeons to do. But we're getting close to the end of the game. Probably.
I haven't crafted anything like this in some time. If I went back to the estate, I could have added a camera and transceiver. Oh, but it flashes. I made myself one to match. Now you're my assistant, Senpai.
You're my assistant.
Partner. That has a nice ring. We should open our own detective agency. The title of detective became a burden to me. I thought I had no other aspects apart from detective self. But you and the others gave me a reason to be as neither adult nor man. So, I was able to face myself as myself. Before the detective, before the child, before the woman.
I'm getting really
By
confused
spending
by all the
time with
dialogue.
you all, I change day by day. With everyone, with you, I can proudly proclaim that I am myself. Nothing more, but nothing less.
Uh. Yeah, that changed drastically.
This
Are-
potential.
I like how all the
was
social
dormant
links are
within
not
me.
romantic.
I wasn't considering the things that I should have. The people who care about me, as well as my own self.
Well, Kanji's into a Naoto here.
When I'm with you, I feel fearless.
And they got their own, like, dual attack, like Chie and, Yukiko. I want to skip this, skip that. Yep, there it is. So, but you didn't answer my question. Do you think I should play Assassin's Creed Origins next, or Sekiro Shadows Die Twice?
Well then, there's a lot you must learn before becoming a detective. I myself can't relent in my training to become a formidable woman detective.
Dark Souls. I guess I can replay Dark Souls 3.
We'll start off with something that may come in handy before too long. Shadowing a suspect.
I guess I could beat Dark Souls 3 again. That shouldn't be a problem.
And now, the week ended on a wet note as rain cloud as a result.
Thick fog tonight. Yes, let's go watch the TV. And to no surprise, nothing is there. Super foggy.
Oh,
Oh,
there he
everyone's
is!
here.
Take a look at this. Namatame's in today's paper.
Today before dawn, the suspect, Taro Natame, who had been confined in a local hospital, regained consciousness. In response to police questioning, he testified that he is sorry for what he has done and was scared. From here on, the police are hoping to solve the entire case based on the suspect's disposition.
So it's finally...
Yeah, I wish we could have... Isn't the fog kind of thick this morning? And it's so chilly. It rarely gets this.
Hello, Adachi.
Oh, it's you guys. Perfect timing. I just got a call from the hospital. They said that starting today, it's okay to visit Nanako-chan.
So she's getting a little better.
Why can't you just call us? Do you not
Oh,
have our
is that
cell
today's
phone numbers
paper?
or something?
So you already know about him.
What is he charged with?
2 counts of kidnappings and murder and 5 counts of attempted murder. Those are serious crimes. I think it'll go down in history as one of the worst sprees in Japan. He's still mentally unstable, but we're slowly piecing together a story. This is still a secret, but I guess it's okay to tell you guys. You know that diary we found? There were entries about Miss Yamano and Miss Konishi in it. Looks like Namatame had been making advances on Miss Konishi.
That son of a bitch!
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head to the hospital now. Dojima-san's recovering too, so I need to go over a few things about this case with him.
Oh no, Adachi's the one in charge of the case now.
Yosuke,
Sorry. Alright. Namatame's been caught. He can't hurt anyone now.
But the game's not
Forget
over.
him. Let's all go visit Nanako-chan.
Which means something's not right. The game's not over yet. Okay, just a reminder, the finals are next week. How's your studying going? Though you may be very busy with your studies, make sure you keep up your personal grooming. Every year, some boys come stumbling into class with stubbles on their chins. Of course, their 5 o'clock shadow's more a 5-day shadow. Speaking of their facial hair, some nations use to impose a tax on facial hair. It's kind of weird. In 18th century Russia, they also had a hat tax, bath tax, laundry tax, chimney tax? Okay, to fund the military. Those sure were taxing times, ho 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 ho. Be sure to take this down. You never know what'll be on the test, just like you never know what will be taxed next.
Nanako, everyone's here to see you.
Oh, why does she sound so weak?
Dojima-san!
Who is that?
How many times does this make it today? I understand that you're worried about your daughter, but you still need your rest too.
Sorry.
Just get him a bed in here. It's gonna be so much
are your
easier.
injuries that bad?
Well, my wounds have just closed up, and it seems I have a couple of fractures as well.
Does Nanako have a stand? No, she does not.
I'm sorry. I'll wheel him back to his room immediately.
She didn't have a shadow to fight. We fought someone else.
What are you apologizing for?
It's almost time for your checkup, so make sure you're back in your room before then.
Big bro.
The explanation for, like, why she didn't have a shadow was because she was too young or something. We fought,
Here.
we fought the person who's been throwing people inside the television. And it was like under the pretense of saving people. That's why he threw everyone inside the television.
Her condition is stable. I never thought I'd say this as a doctor, but we still can't figure out the cause of Nanako-chan's symptoms. That's why we can only administer temporary treatments to...
But she's not in danger anymore, is she?
She's regained consciousness, but we can't let our guard down yet. All we can do for now is to monitor her condition closely.
Adachi, how's it going with Namatame?
Well, he's awake now, but he's in no condition to tell us anything useful. We only get a little time each day to interrogate him, so we're stuck until his strength recovers.
I see. I should get back to work as soon as possible.
Hey, you should sit in that chair for a while.
Hopefully by then, Nanako will be out of the hospital.
I think Nanako-chan can get more peace and quiet if she stays here. It's so foggy out, and there's been some weird rumors going around.
What kind of rumors, Adachi?
Seems like no one knows why there's so much fog in town.
It's true. The number of patients complaining about fog-related health problems has increased.
Fog-related health problems? What kind of health problems are those?
Which is quite unusual.
Is the fog poisonous?
I can't say for sure that it has no effect on the human body. It certainly could be a psychological effect. People's anxiety over the fog could cause problems.
Okay, that's
but as far
plausible.
as the fog's chemical makeup, well, that's not my field, so I can only speculate. What concerns me is that transportation of our medical supplies has been delayed due to the fog.
Fog-related health problems. Well, that's just ridiculous.
Isn't fog just water
Anyone who says
in
that
the
is
air?
just blowing smoke.
Isn't this weather strange? How could it be lasting so long?
I've never seen anything like it.
It's climate change, lady. Climate change, I tell you.
I wonder what's causing it. It's so creepy. I heard that a friend of mine's son got sick from the fog and collapsed. You know how sensitive children are to that sort of thing.
I heard something too. They say an old man was driving through the fog and got into an accident.
What? Did he lose control?
Well, he'd never been in an accident or even gotten a ticket before, so something seems off. Isn't that scary?
I've even heard there are experts saying it's poisonous. I wonder if that's true.
Do you think it's, because of that global warming thing?
Ah, here it is, the global warming.
This town's changed a lot over the years. I wish the government would step in and do something about this.
Hey, you're a small town. The Japanese government's probably not even paying attention to you, to be completely honest.
Oh, I agree completely. If we're going to pay taxes, I expect the authorities to do their jobs.
This fog is poison! It's a gas filled with viruses! Don't inhale the fog, or you'll die!
Oh, great. That is, unsettling.
He's not the first one like that I've seen lately.
Poisonous gas, though?
Oh, I'm sure it's not.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
Reminds you of a Karen during the coronavirus.
Oh my. I think I'm coming down with something.
You can't be serious. Oh, that's right. I needed to...
Females. Very susceptible to mental suggestions.
Business has been so slow lately.
Okay, it's seriously too cold now. Such a painful season, even if you got back pain. Oh, season if you have back pain. Speaking of back pain, there's a deity that makes your back hurt. It's an Italian named Atlas. Oh, it's a Titan, not Italian. Dang, I can't read. Do you know about him? He's often depicted carrying the earth on his shoulders, and it looks really heavy. Makes me hurt just looking at it. And Atlases are also used in geography class. Do you know what they are? A book of maps. It's not right. It's not a compass. It's not a globe. It's a book of maps, right? Yeah. Let me just skip that dialogue right there. You know what I find really weird? That when we answer questions right, That's when we gain knowledge points. Shouldn't we just be gaining knowledge points by listening? Come on, I just want to reach the finals. Maybe we should go home for today. The fog doesn't seem to be lifting either. Don't you feel drained on foggy days? The bad news is that I can't go home yet. Though, that's the crushing reality of a full-time employee. Days like these, I just want to spend all day counting my money at home. I cannot agree with you, lady. Cannot agree. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's easy to count when you are in a sequence of numbers with a common difference. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, numbers which geometric progression are more difficult to count by. Here's a sequence that's even harder to count by. 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. What's that even mean? Sequence of differences. Fibonacci sequence is defined by starting with 0, then 1, then all others are the sum of the two before them. I wouldn't dream of having my money grow in geometric progression, but at the very least, I can wish for a Fibonacci growth. Completely forgot that I should be visiting Nanako. A really bad brother. We came to see you. You can go back to sleep. And our relationship with everyone increased. Great. Hey, the old Japanese calendar had different names for the months. September was Nagatuski, and October was whatever. Kinda something. That's where it feels like all the gods have gone away and left us since the last month. This fog is just nasty, isn't it? It's like being wrapped up in gauze, like an Egyptian mummy. Of course. If my house was as nice as one of the ancient pyramids, I probably wouldn't complain about it as much. But mummies are already dead, so they don't have anything to worry about. You, however, have tests coming up. And if you failed the last exams, you have more causes for concern. I don't want to see you haunting these halls. Am I a god? No, I'm not a god. There are over 130 ancient pyramids in Egypt. But do you know who's buried in the biggest one? Tutankhamun? I think that's him. Egyptian king. It's a tomb of Pharaoh Khufu. I don't even know who this is. Are you sure you're not a guard? Well, I don't think I'm a guard. Sure, we say let's go get your max rank. I'm sure I am not a god.
I am currently in Senpai's room. Seems quite clean for a boy of his age. There doesn't seem to be anything lying around that he wouldn't want me to see. Now then, where could the goods in question be hiding?
What's she trying to find? Her porn stash?
I'll ask the man himself. So, where do you hide them?
I just don't feel like I'm a god, so I'm probably not a god. Also, people don't worship me, so I'm not a god. What do you mean?
Oh, stop acting all normal. You know how embarrassed I feel right now? Jeez.
Did you literally just come here to search for porn mags or something?
Never been in a guy's room before, so I tried covering it up. And you... You meanie. Senpai, you're leaving in the spring, right? I've made up my mind about... You see, I'm thinking of going back into showbiz this spring. I am Rizette, after all. And when I consider it that way, I think I can have more fun working. I know how hard it is for a star to make a comeback after an entire year's absence. But even then, I want to start over from the beginning. Do you remember the fan who gave me that letter? I'll do it for her. For my old manager, Inoue-san. For my family, everyone. You. And for myself.
Wait, why are you doing it for me? I don't care if you're an idol or not.
Senpai, this...
How do you feel like a god, though? I don't feel like a god. I thought I said that.
I want you to have it, Senpai.
Yeah, let's just skip this, skip it. Please turn into something better looking than the weird antenna face. Satellite face? Ah, it's an increased satellite. How would a person feel like a god? Probably if they have absolute power. You know. Then they would feel like a god.
As long as you're watching me, I'll do my best. Well, I'm...
Stop blushing.
Oh, come on. I've confessed my love hundreds of times on TV. Why can't I do it in person?
No, I don't feel like I have absolute power. I'm just super confused why you're asking about this. Skip. Great! We have the ability to revive from the dead. No, not really. I'm happy just, you know, doing whatever I'm doing now.
No matter what I'm doing, I can say that for sure. And I'm going to like the me you found. After all, I like the you who found her. Senpai.
Oh, look at that hug. We're not reciprocating this hug.
Senpai, keep watching me, so I won't mess up again. Look at me. Well, I've never gone through this kind of things. If we were on a TV set, this would be a wrap.
Yeah, I'd pass an absolute power. I don't need it.
What am I supposed to do after this?
Good morning. What's up, you guys? You don't look so well. Are you exhausted from studying for the tests around the corner? Hope you're not forgetting something. Christmas is coming up in the month. Have you found your dates yet? I've got mine already. Tell you what, I'll give you guys a Christmas question. Which of these is considered a rice cake? A dango, a bale of rice, mochi. I don't even know what this is. Nope, that's a mistake. Mochi is the only rice cake in that list. Okay. Well, whatever. Skip the dialogue! Skip the dialogue!
Today is steak bowl day! Just you wait! I don't have any more.
Kids being beaten up and bullied.
Again! Let's... What are you up to?
Huh? Oh. I know how to handle this bitch. You look like you got something planned.
Take the kid hostage. Clearly.
Hear that, Chie-chan? He wants help.
How do you know my name?
We ran into the guy you saved last time. Had a friendly conversation. He told us all kinds of stuff. Like where you live and about that precious...
What are you trying to pull?
Oh, I'm just gonna have a little chat with this kid. Stay... Cause who knows what'll happen to Yukiko-san if you get in our way.
She should be fine.
Man, that's...
Why you?
Come on, let's fight.
We can't let these guys get away.
Live fast, smoke gas. Gandhi.
You sure about that? So you don't care what happens to your...
Fine. You're pissed at me, right? Then why don't you just take a swing at me? I won't fight back. The face, the gut, just pick a target. As hard as you want. Come on!
Ooh! They're being scared. They're getting scared.
Freak.
Cold feet.
What's with this bitch? She for real? Whatever, man. Let's go.
Huh? Oh, no, don't worry about it. My heart? Was that stupid?
That was reckless, yes. You protected that kid.
Thanks. It might have been stupid, but I wanted to save them. That kid, how I feel about this isn't fake. I really want to protect them.
One of the things that you live by is that phrase? Okay. You know what I find weird? I don't remember getting a prompt of, like, being able to ask out, Naoto. I'm counting on you.
Yep, I'm counting on you. So, let's have some steak!
I don't particularly like Chie as a character. Why? I don't know. I just don't really like Chie. I'm going to say that she's a little too stupid. Like, her mental ability is a little too low for my liking. So, what did people do today? I already have her say maxed. Who is this? I don't even know who this is. Yeah, she's not as... I'm going to say that they're equally stupid as Yosuke. Like, their mental capacities are about the same. It just so happens that Yosuke's stupidity is more for doing perverted things, and Chie's stupidity is just stupidity. If that makes any sense. Which it probably does not. We're gonna go outside. Finals, day 1. Why does friendship fruit stem from? Italian. So do you have, like, curse words blocked or something? I don't know. To be completely honest. If it is, then I don't know where that is in the settings. I think this is on default. Geometric shapes. Because I haven't touched any of like the chat settings for YouTube. So whatever is happening right now, if it's not letting you do things, then I don't know what it is. Who is buried in the biggest pyramid? That is that one. So annoying, I'm saying a lot of cool stuff and it won't go through because of profanity. Yeah, I don't know how to change that. Let me... Are we not friends? Oh, by the way, I have just made you a moderator, since you show up enough. So, you can try to find things. You got a little wrench icon next to your name now, so you can check settings if you like. Or try to figure that out if you want to. An atlas. How do I use this power and how quickly can I make it go to my head? I have no idea. I would say, look it up on the internet. How to use YouTube chat moderator? I don't know. What word has the words bride ale as its roots? Bridal. Like, I have no idea what you can do right now. What kind of bird is a kakudori? That's a... that one, I think. No country. That is a Fibonacci sequence. Okay. What desert? Okay, that is that one. The one I cannot pronounce. That is mochi. Man, these questions are so easy.
Man, this fog just won't quit.
Yeah, that'd be super good. Sometimes they are. Sometimes real life exams are.
The weather report said it might start snowing soon. But what's going to happen if it snows with all this fog?
Can it snow with all the fog?
Whoa, where'd you guys come from?
We've been standing here the entire time.
Wow, that's quite a crowd you got there.
We ran into each other back there, so we came together. The fog's so thick that sometimes you can't see your nose in front of your face, so everyone's forming groups now.
Yes, we're all gonna make little lifelines, and we're gonna wrap ourselves with rope, so no one can get lost.
It's definitely been weird lately. It's so cold, too.
Visibility's so bad it's scary. Can I stick close to you, Senpai?
Oh, this girl never changes.
It really is hard to see anything in this, though. It's just like on the other side.
Oh, look at our smart guy here.
Guys, put on your glasses!
Kanji put on his glasses like a smart man. Hey, we can see.
Whoa.
What the hell's going on?
These glasses are meant to help us see through the fog in the other world. But putting that aside, no glasses would improve one's visibility in a fog under normal circumstances.
The fog is green is a problem. Could be poison gas.
Could the fog from over there be leaking into our world? Huh? Well, you guys think that's it? I was kind of expecting you to ignore it as Chie being random again. It's just a thought.
Anyways, today's the last day of exams, right? Let's get them over with so we can meet up at the special headquarters.
Wow, we haven't used that name in a while.
We should really get a different special headquarters